Okay, plant friends. Whew. I am out standing on the greenhouse pad. And I realized that I don't have any footage of it really. Like I I really wanted to record as they were doing it, like making the pad, but I felt awkward being like, hey, can I film you? Like, I don't know, I feel like people might get freaked out by that. So I didn't ask, which I kind of regret now, but that's okay. So as you can see, we have a pad, and I wanted to just show you some of the features of this greenhouse pad so that, you know, if you're gonna do this, you will know kind of what to do, a little bit at least. But we had to completely level out this area. So you can see along here, there's like some ice because as he was doing it, he made this part a little deeper. So it's kind of like a little trench. And he did that on both sides because up over here behind, this is higher level than down there. So he had to build up over there. So the water is naturally going to flow downwards, and in order to like divert it kind of, he made little trails for it, which is really smart. I did not think of that. That was all him. So, oh my gosh, it is so muddy. We had a really big snow and everything is muddy. This huge pile of dirt is from when he leveled the greenhouse pad. And the greenhouse pad is probably like 16 by 20 right now. 16 across, 20 long, and the actual greenhouse is going to be 12 by 16. So we did a little bit of extra around the sides so that there could be like a walkway around it, and also so that it wasn't like the foundation wasn't cutting off right where the greenhouse stopped. Oh my gosh, I am so cold. My dogs are like playing as well. I don't want to lose sight of them because I don't want to have to run after them. Anyway, so there is a lot of grass in this. Obviously, like the top layer is grass, but there's a lot of black dirt in here. Apparently, that's what he told me. So I'm going to be using a lot of this to fill my new garden boxes just as a bottom layer because it's free and why not? So that's sort of the plan with that, and I will probably have extra. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it. But this is a little alleyway between the garden and the greenhouse. It's not that big. I'd say it's maybe like 8 feet wide, maybe. We are going to be actually building the greenhouse, I don't know, maybe mid-March. I don't know, we'll have to hope for like a warm week so that we can anchor it down. But I kind of wanted to just like walk around in the garden and show you what it looks like. I have some pallets that I was sort of grabbing towards the end of last season that I'm going to use to build a compost station. And I think that I might put the compost stuff like in the back corner, like right here. I think like this 12-foot section. I don't know, because I want it to be like out of the way and it'll get a lot of sun here. So I'm thinking like right here at the end. He's such a good boy. Oh my gosh, you're so good. Don't jump on me though, okay? Okay, goodbye. Oh, right, we're gonna go inside of the garden. Ooh, I'm gonna go inside soon. I wanted to come out here and let the dogs like run around because I've been doing computer work for like 3 days. Just like sitting inside, and the dogs have been sleeping a lot. Which is fine, obviously, but I feel kind of bad for them when we have all this space. Oh, and they're stuck inside. So I have not removed like any of the plants from in here. Oh, I still have some plants from when I planted carrots. Let's see, did any of these even make it? There's like ice on them. This looks like it got pretty big, but no. Oh, we have some resistance with that one. Oops. There's more. This one. Anything? Okay. All right. So no carrots for me. I was not expecting there to be carrots, obviously. For the record. There's like ice crusted. Okay, no. Okay, so this thing right here, I'm going to actually bring this inside into the plant room and refinish it and use this as my watering station. and I'm gonna make this hole bigger so that I can fit more plants in it to water. I'm gonna do like a big sink area. But I think this is exactly what I was wanting, and it already has like a setup for the water, and I never even used it last year. So that's why I'm thinking that it would be better used out here. But here is this garden bed. Looks like trash. I have some just like cattle panels I didn't finish using. We'll use them for something else. This was that is a watermelon that never made it. And then my tomato plants. This was basil. It's all long gone and dead. Anyway, that's a little before shot of the garden this year. Whew. I still have plants on the trellis. It's gonna be some serious work to get that going. But yeah, that's a before shot. And I'm gonna go inside because I'm cold. And in a few weeks we will be back out here. Oh my gosh, he's zooming around. Oh, you didn't even see him. He's zooming. But yeah, in a few weeks we'll be back out here doing some really awesome stuff, and I'm super excited, but still winter, still cold.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
Okay, so for my seed starting mix, I decided to just use potting mix. I need to pre-moisten the soil, so I'm just gonna get a big bowl and just pre-moisten it. All right, so this is a seed thing that I had last year, and I'm just gonna use it again. It makes it really easy to just like bottom water your seedlings, and I love that. So, well, I feel like I should let you guys know that last year all of my seedlings were a huge fail, so we're taking all this that I say with a grain of salt, okay? I'm still learning, but I have been watching a ton of Garden Answer this season, and I feel like I am absorbing a lot of good information from her. So stay tuned for my garden redemption arc, my seed starting redemption arc. That's what we're going for this year. We've got this filled, and I have all of my seeds organized. So I have a I cannot speak, a May direct sow, a direct sow March, and then seed starts March, and seed starts February. So we're basically doing these at the same time because it's the last week of February currently. I should have gotten this stuff in earlier, but you know, life happens. So we're doing a green onion. I don't really know how many to plant because, you know, once you cut, they're just gonna keep growing. So I'm thinking I could do like 6. I don't know, it doesn't feel like enough, but I feel like I don't use this that often. And like I said, you can just, you can keep reusing it after you harvest it. Also, my camera is not picking up my face. Let's just do 6 and see what happens. Also, I wanted to say, I decided to do potting mix rather than seed starting mix because seed starting mix doesn't have any nutrients, which I thought was more of a good thing than not. But then I saw this video from Roots and Refuge, and they were basically saying that, you know, if you don't use a seed starting mix, if you use a seed starting mix, you'll have to fertilize the plants like pretty quickly. But if you use a potting mix, you don't have to do that because it already has like organic matter to feed the plant. So I figured I'd try it out this year. Last year, I planted my seeds only in cocoa peat, and I think that that's a lot of what went wrong. Well, a lot of things went wrong for me last year, and I'll recount them here. Number one, last year, as I just said, I planted them in cocoa peat. I did not add any nutrients after I did that. And then the second thing that I did wrong was I had the grow lights too far away from the plants. They got really like long and stringy, and they were not viable. But lessons learned, I've got better grow lights this year. So next we got broccoli. And do you think like 6 is enough? Sometimes I don't know how many seeds people normally start. It obviously depends on like how much stuff you're wanting to grow. Like I think I would want 6 broccoli plants, not even that many, but like I think that's about how many I would want maximum. So we're just gonna do like each one of these is a different vegetable. Is that a mistake? How do people normally do this? You feel like you know, and then you realize that you don't know at all. You know what, I'm gonna give it a Google. Let's find out. How many of each type of seed should I plant? Okay, yeah, that wasn't very helpful. I'll plant multiple seeds per cell and then kind of, yeah, just see what happens. I don't know. But this is broccoli. So I planted this last year too. These are seeds from last year, so hopefully they'll be okay. Days to harvest 90, and it looks really nice. Also, I can sow these directly, so if this isn't enough, I can always plant more, like succession planting. So, and I'm probably gonna do like 3 seeds per cell for this one because the seeds are a little old, and I don't think that'll be an issue, but just in case. Next, we've got all of the lettuce varieties. The lettuce, I'm gonna plant more probably. So I'm gonna do like, I've got 3 types of lettuce here. So I'm just gonna do kale. I've got 2 types of kale. So I'm gonna do lettuce, kale, or no, I'll do kale, lettuce, kale, and plant like in all of these. Is that too much? I honestly don't think that I ran into this question last year. Like I wasn't even thinking like, oh, how much stuff should I plant in each tray? 6 times 3 is 18. Like, do I need 18 cells for lettuce? 18 heads of lettuce? And also, hold on. The lettuce looks like it can be direct sown, and so does this kale. So I don't know. But this one specifically, the Dino Kale says to start it 6 to 8 weeks indoors before the last frost. We're just gonna plant that one first. And how much kale? There's already fungus gnats making their home in here. No, you're not welcome. Please no. I feel so lost. 6 kale plants is a lot of kale. I feel like I'm just gonna do one of these. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. I'm going to speed this up for you, and I'm going to do this because I'm listening to a book and I really wanna listen to my book, and there's really not much to say as I'm doing this, so just enjoy the show. All right, so this is my seed setup. It's on this old rickety greenhouse thing. And I've thought about getting a new shelf multiple times, but I already have this and it's fine. It's really ugly, but it works fine, you know? So I have my grow lights here. These are the same grow lights that are in my Millsbow. They're very, very strong, very, very bright. And I have them hung down with jute twine, which again, I'm working with what I have. So yeah, I have it like probably 2 inches above my seedlings because last time I had them up way too far, like probably up to here, and it was just not close enough. So I'm hoping that this will be better for the seedlings. I'm hoping that it'll be enough light. We'll just have to see. I have enough grow lights, I think, because I thought that I would be using more shelves, but I'm actually just using this first shelf. A lot of my seedlings are actually direct sow, which is good. I mean, I prefer direct sow, honestly. I don't really love starting seeds because I'm not very good at it. So anyway, in here I have green onion, broccoli, dino kale, dwarf kale, lettuce, cherry tomatoes, and then Roma tomato, bell pepper, big tomatoes, and then this whole back row is basil. And then up here I have this whole row is strawberries, this whole row is snapdragons, whole row pansies, and a whole row of another round of snapdragons, a different kind. So that's what I've got going on for seeds. I honestly thought that I would start more. I might start more flower seeds, but as far as food, this is pretty much all I'm gonna need unless I want to start more of these specific food. Like if I want to do another dino kale rack, I don't exactly know, but I don't want to grow too much and like not know what to do with the plants and like end up throwing them away or something. But I don't want to have too little. So I don't know. We're just going to try this out and see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be fine. We'll just have to see. Oh, and also they're on heat mats. Some of these I bought online and some of them I bought at my local garden center. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there. I don't have much else to say besides I really hope that it works this time. I have better hopes because I learned. And yeah, so this video I'm filming right now on Friday and it's gonna go up like in 3 days. So nothing is gonna happen with the seedlings. Like a lot of them will take like probably a week to germinate, but in the next vlog, we'll probably have maybe little pops of seedlings. And I'm planning on building my new garden boxes, I think this week. I was actually tempted to get the wood when I was at the hardware store earlier for at least one of them to just like do it on my own before I film it, but I didn't. So I'm gonna do that this week sometime. So I will see you guys in the next video. Happy gardening. If you started seeds, comment down below. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this video and everything else. All right, I will see you in the next one. Bye.